Hello everybody, socalthero here. Welcome back to another episode of Car Mechanic Simulator. In this episode, we are going to work on the Lamborghini today. It's a Lamborghini Huracan, I believe. Huracan, sorry. I always have a hard time pronouncing that. Most of the work on it is done suspension-wise. We just need to work on the motor, which is what is sitting on the engine stand today. And I have left it unassembled for you guys so you can follow along in case you're working with the Porsche DLC, because this is the motor out of the Porsche Carrera, I believe. It's a V10 motor, and it might be a little intimidating for some because it's put together rather strange. Not as strange as like I would say the Carrera, or the not the Carrera, but the 911, just because that one is a side-by-side, so it's a little funky. Okay, there we go. We got that all put together. We need to buy some rod caps, and we also need to buy quite a bit, actually. Let's be honest. I'm gonna need this. Whoops. I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna need this. That. We might as well get the engine heads while we're in there, as well as the fuel filter, because that's all gonna be performance parts. Oh, that's the water pump. We're going to just take that off for now, because everything else is a performance part. That I know for sure. All right. And then we're going to need 10 rod caps. So let's see here. Where are they? They should be down here. There they are. All right. So we need 10 of these. And then we need 1, 2, 3, 4 crankshafts. There we go. Okay. Now we can start putting this together. That already had a rod cap on it. I'm wondering if I took from my Volkswagen build, which I was expecting to happen. Every now and then I forget what I'm working on and what I have parts for, and then I go, oh yeah, that's right, I have another car that I bought all the parts for already, because I had 2 versions of it, and I start taking away from it the parts that are common for all the cars, like rod caps and crankshaft bearing caps. There's not much of a difference between them. All right, I thought I had that must have got destroyed. I swore I had an oil pan for this thing too, because yeah, I did. In fact, I remember this when I was taking it apart. I don't have that. I don't have that. Oh wait, no, I do have that. I don't have this. This is what I don't have. There we go. Get these. Oh no, that's right. I have one for the Volkswagen out there. That's why I have 2. Okay. For some reason I thought that it was a 6-cylinder power steering pump, not a 4. That's kind of interesting. A 4-cylinder and a whoops, a V10. That's, yeah, it's a little weird. The transmission is different on this thing, so I want to make sure I buy the right parts for that. Oh, I had one already. Damn. Oh well. Now I got 2. I'll end up just selling it. Not too often that I make a or I work on a V10 Porsche motor. Typically only when the mod comes with it, because I've already built one. Gonna get these engine heads on. I'm so used to working off of the car and not on the engine stand here. Don't need that. I need 2 of these. And I'm gonna need 4 of these. So we should be good there. There we go. Okay, that's done. Throw the spark plug covers in here too. This top cover, whatever it is, I think it's for the filter. I could be wrong. It's really in the way though. I think I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put part of it together here, and then the rest of it's getting put together inside the car because that's kind of a nuisance being in my way like that. I need two, so I might as well buy another one. Oh, I need a second one of those too. Oh, and I just deleted the thing I just put on there. All right. There we go. There we go. I think I need one on the other side too. And of course I don't have that. Yep, I'm gonna need one on the other side. Really, only one bolt to screw that in. That's interesting. Riding on a lot to sit in place there with just one. I have this? Nope. And I need that too, so I might as well get the water pump fully while we're here. I know this car's getting kind of put together all over the place, but and it's kind of fast too, so I do apologize if it's fast while you're trying to follow along. But for the sake of time for the video, trying to get it done to entertain people that are not here to learn or use it as a tutorial, but more or less to check out the mods for the game. All right, there we go. This idle roller on. Oh, got another idle roller need. Weird, it's kind of, woo, it's like a roller coaster ride for the belts. So many screws for the exhaust, jeez. Need 40, so we need 16 of those things. There we go. The other reason I'm not putting those top covers on yet is because, like the Zonda, at least I'm thinking this is the case anyways. It might not be, but I'm thinking like the Zonda, the trick with that motor, like after you get it all put together, at some point you have to stop on the top of it. Like I believe it's the fuel rail, because if you don't, you'll end up blocking the oil fill tank. Well, not tank, but the oil fill area. And if that's blocked, you cannot, there you go. You cannot pour oil into the motor, so you have to take it all apart again. Is that 10? Yeah, it's 10. Oops, don't need that. Need ignition coils. We need 10 of them. Ah, I fell below 600,000 after this car. Damn. I knew that was coming either way, but it's okay. The Volkswagen mod showcase, that's gonna get I'm only keeping one of those for sure, and I already know which one I'm gonna keep. So when that video does come out, you'll see which one I'm gonna keep, as well as me putting together one of them. But they're both of the Volkswagens out there are hooked up, maxed out with parts. At least they will be. The one that's not put together yet is got all the parts bought for it. They're just not put on it as the only thing. So might be a little bit of a shorter episode that go around. Oh, I had the cover for this side. Cool. That must have been the one that was on it. A lot of this motor was here when I was working on it. To have an oil pan was kind of shocking. I remember this is kind of weird. There's like a lot of screws and you can't see all of them. There we go. Okay. I'm glad I kept this to the engine stand now. Oh, I'm gonna need two. One for each side. And then it looks like I need two throttles too. Yeah, I'm glad I kept this to the engine stand because like having it sideways like this instead of in the car and going up and down is just be a nightmare. And no, I don't have those parts. Oh yeah, it's going to be in a Lamborghini. It's going to be a Porsche motor, but it is what it is. I know I don't have those filters. Whoops, that's the base. Should be it for performance parts. Hard to see down here. There we go. I'm this far in and I just realized I did not check the oil fill area where it's at. Damn it. Well, we might be pulling apart some of this motor. What the hell is it? I don't even see it. Let's go ahead and take the engine off the stand and get it installed in the car. Yep, install that back in. And let's get underneath it so we can get the new transmission into it and then we can finish buttoning up underneath here. An interesting transmission. Let's see. Whoops, not that. Gearbox cover. Or not cover, but the actual gearbox. Thing is ginormous. Alright, and of course I don't have those. Need one for each side. There we go. Now we can finally put our fat rear tires on. Do our star pattern. Get to the other side. Oh. Needed a starter too. Ah, I lucked out. I had an extra starter. At least I think I did. That might have went to something else and I just don't know it. Oops. Trying to start. There we go. Alright. Star pattern that all together. I think the underneath of the car is done. I think we just need to do fluids and then we're good. Oh, come on. Now, since this car was taken apart, partially, as far as like not having the motor, the gearbox, and no rear tires on it, the paint job needs to be done on it still, as well as the, what's it called? The, alignment for the headlights and the tires themselves, as well as the ECU needs to be tuned and the transmission needs to be tuned. So I might have to cut out a little bit in the video to do that. I want to max this thing out with the ECU because I'm really curious to see what kind of horsepower I can get out of this thing because it's a V10 motor. Oh, I see the oil fill spot too. So let's go ahead and get the fluids in it and then we'll get it all aligned and painted and whatnot. I'm not going to keep it yellow either, even though it's factory yellow. All right, alignment is done. Headlight alignment's done. Fluids are in the car. Like I said, I'm not keeping it this factory color just because that's, I mean, that is very Lamborghini-like being that yellow. Green is too. My goodness. What kind of liveries can we get on this thing? Livery 1. Livery 2. I'm not really seeing it change. Yeah, I don't Where's the livery? Huh. Interesting. Well, let's look at colors here. That's the factory, what it came with. Me, this is just me growing up in the 90s because I was one of those kids that had one of them. I had a Lamborghini poster in my room. Lamborghinis to me are always red, so same with Ferraris. Lamborghinis are either red or black, so I'm going to go with red on this one. So that is done. We're going to take it over to the dyno real quick, and then I'm going to tune in the gearbox as well as the ECU on this thing. All right, ECU is tuned. It's maxed out. Transmission is tuned. So let's go ahead and hit the dyno here. Factory power is 612. Let's see how it does with all the mods and the better tuning on it. Holy hell. 1,151 horsepower out of this thing. Drag rating is maxed out at 999. That's wow. This thing is going to be fast. And that's why we put racing slicks on it. Let's see. We're going to park it right over here. Get in it and listen to it here, and then we'll take it to the track. Yeah, that's not going to have a working dial. Actually, I meant to get in it, but I guess we're going to the speed track in it. There we go. So, fortunately, the speedo doesn't work, but that's a limitation with the game. The dev definitely got some sort of speedo to work in there, like the default one. It just doesn't light up like the actual cars. Get back here on the runway and get as much run as we can get out of this thing. And 3, 2, 1, go. And it's gone. We're almost into our top speed gear here. Oh, I can't really do it. It doesn't like the 7th gear. Man, that kind of was a bummer. It does not like the 7th gear. It can't get into it. It doesn't have enough top speed for it. Wow. So 189 miles per hour. Since I'm doing a recording session right now with multiple videos, it makes it easier for me to remember, but this thing's top speed is less than the Toyota Supras. Wow, that's pretty interesting, actually. But still, I mean, between the two, this is it's a supercar basically, based on the body and everything about it. And it's the Liberty Walk edition of it too, so I would assume that this thing would have more power than that. But maybe it's just my tuning. Who knows? But anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for this episode of Car Mechanic Simulator. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought. And until next time, take care.